This is the Tuesday, March 29th meeting of the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners. My name is Deb Shore, serving as chair this year. To my left is our vice chair, Christy Yoakum, and Rick Vest, and to my right, Roma Amundsen and Sean Flowerday. If you'd please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And Mr. Clerk, if you'd begin the agenda, please.
A copy of the Breast Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk staff. Printing options are available upon request. Material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approve of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on March 22nd, 2022.
I move approval.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Are there any comments or corrections? Seeing none, call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through March 29, 2022. This needs to be amended to include the payroll ending March 23, 2022.
I move approval of the claims, including payroll dated March 23rd.
Second.
Okay. Call the roll, please.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 are consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there's an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of amendments to the following county contracts. C-18-157 with WellPath for medical care services for the adult detention facility. C-21-672 with Encompass for the annual service of sit and stand workstations and accessories. Contract C-20-204 with Pioneer Overhead Door 3G LLC for unit price of residential and commercial overhead door repair and replacement. C-21-230 with Your Next Tire for the annual service of inspection and tire and repair of vehicle lifts. C-19-225 with Production Creek Specialty Advertising for the annual supply of clothing, screen printed and or embroidered apparel. C-19-274 with Sapp Brothers Inc. for the annual supply of antifreeze, coolants, and windshield washer fluid. C-19-275 with Thermo King Christensen Inc. for the annual supply of antifreeze, coolant, and windshield washer fluid. C-20-142 with Orkin LLC for the annual service of pest control. Change order number 1 to contract C-22-169 with JJK Construction to remove 2 additional trees. Right-of-way contracts with the following: Cross Family Trust, Northwest 140th Street and West Holdridge Street. The cost of the county is a $1,405 in-kind exchange. G&B Farms, Inc., South 134th Street and A Street in the amount of $1,017. Douglas E. Janik Living Trust, South 162nd Street and Saltillo Road in the amount of $2,691. Amendments to the following right-of-way contracts with Mark D. Levitt and Michael D. Levitt. The amendments add Michael A. Levitt as owner. This includes C-22-136 and C-22-137.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second?
Motion and a second to approve the consent items. Please call the roll.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is new business. 4A is appointment of Lori Carnahan as interim county personnel officer effective February 22nd, 2022 through April 1st, through April 11th, 2022.
Move approval.
Second. Do we want to do this quickly? Or? Sorry. Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second to thank Lori for her service
Yes.
during these transitionary months. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. B is the appointment of Barb Mcintyre as City County Personnel Administrator and County Personnel Officer, effective April 11, 2022.
Good morning. Welcome, Mayor.
Good morning, Chair Shore, members of the County Board. My name is Lyrian Gaylor Baird, and I am so delighted to be with you here this morning to introduce the nomination of Barb Mcintyre as the next City and County Human Resources Department Director. And I wanted to just share a little bit about her with you. She comes to us with a wealth of experience in HR, both 20 years of experience as a professional and leader, both in the public and private sector. She worked for one of Lincoln's largest employers, Emeritus, for over a decade and has recent experiences in the transportation industry, both at a major engineering firm and also at the state of Nebraska's Department of Transportation. She has a bachelor's degree in business from Doane University and a master's degree in human resources from Troy University. And she has a lot of certifications. I'm going to try and get them all right. She's certified as a classification compensation professional, a professional in human resources, and a Society for Human Resources Management certified professional. And just throughout the search process, which was robust, I was impressed with Barb's ability to articulate a vision for how we support our talented workforce and to make sure that they remain committed, dedicated professionals here in our organizations, because that, of course, translates into dedicated and quality services for our community. I know that this joint appointment is really important to you all, to your appointed directors, and to our employees, and I've really made it a huge priority to bolster the resources of the department to support career development of our employees and to implement workforce diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives and to provide staff support for our payroll system. I want to continue that kind of support for HR and welcome your support for that. I pledge my continued partnership and communication with you and your leadership team to make sure that Barb has that support that she needs to address our future opportunities and challenges. And that's just part of how we manage our dynamic workforce and successfully run local government. So with that, I just want to thank you again for your time and to invite Director nominee Mcintyre to say a few words and then respectfully request your support of her nomination.
Well, I'm extremely excited to be given this opportunity, and I look forward to getting to know all of you and the opportunities we have to continue to grow the workforce and create a learning organization where people are always learning and developing and looking for new ways to contribute value to the organization. So I don't have a lot to say. I had a chance to visit with all of you last time I was here and get to know you a little bit. So excited to be here and excited to start this journey.
Clearly a really, really impressive resume. I think welcome to the team. I think you're going to be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got a lot of enthusiasm, and we certainly do appreciate that.
And I appreciated the opportunity to sit down and talk a little bit about your priorities, our priorities, that sort of thing. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that was very helpful, and we look forward to all the success in the world with you at the head, Barb. So thank you for coming and joining us. I move approval.
Second.
Oh,
You're stepping in his
A unanimous
position.
second.
Yeah. Stepping in his position at a challenging time with unemployment at its lowest. And so I was excited to hear about some of your thoughts with regards to recruiting, because that's going to continue to be a challenge to get those top flight workers to join the city and the county. So, and I know you're up to the challenge. All right, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4C is a resolution in the matter of adopting benefits for Lancaster County employees in the unclassified service. The resolution rescinds and replaces County Resolution number R21-9.
Morning, Commissioners. John Ward with the Lancaster County Attorney's Office. I would just note that there are some minor cleanup changes to this resolution to add juvenile court bailiffs only, no substantive changes.
So move approval then, including juvenile court bailiffs?
Yes, yeah, the resolution that you have now does include juvenile court
Got it.
bailiffs.
So move approval.
Second.
All right. Call the roll, please.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is a resolution in a matter of adopting benefits for county elected officials. The resolution rescinds and replaces County Resolution number R-15-15.
I move approval.
Second.
I believe the only change in, this is
Adding Juneteenth.
This is adding Juneteenth. Thank you. I was drawing a blank on that. Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is a contract with A-Tech Recycling to provide the annual service of ballast, lamp, and battery recycling services.
Move approval?
Second.
Okay, call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is a contract with Constructors, Inc. to provide Southwest 42nd Street paving. The cost of county is not to exceed $1,329,398.81.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. So this is the county's first economic development grant project that was a component of the Nebraska Transportation Innovation Act. Although it says cost to the county being a little over $1 million, the reality is the state will reimburse us for $500,000 of the expenses associated with this project. In addition, we have an interlocal agreement with Monolift, who will split the remaining cost with the county. And so this is an exciting, I guess, government, multi-government entities and a public entity partnership, or in a private entity partnership. I'm excited to get this project going. We do plan on starting May 24th.
I move approval.
Second?
All right, motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4G is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and county engineer to award a bid to Midwest Infrastructure, Inc. for culvert maintenance 2022, Phase 1. The estimated cost of county is $896,835.92.
Good morning. Chris Connolly, Acting Purchasing Agent. This bid, we started out on bid 22-039. We got 3 responses. The apparent low bidder was Dynamic Dirtworks for get the exact number here, $809,871. But after Consultation with the engineering department, it was determined that they really lacked the experience necessary to do this kind of work. It's culvert maintenance. So that bid was denied, and an award was actually supposed to go to Midwest Infrastructure, Inc., which is the second lowest bid at $896,835.92. Dynamic Dirtworks then filed a protest, and I denied that protest. They were given 5 days to go to the appeals board. They failed to do that, and so now this bid can finish out with the winning bid of Midwest Infrastructure at $896,835.92.
Okay,
So that's our recommendation.
appreciate that explanation.
And as county engineer, I would just like to add that this is actually our first this year of 3 pipe contracts. We do try to bundle them together in order to give contractors the best opportunity. This is our north section of pipes, And we are scheduled to start with this work in the next week.
Move approval?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. H is a contract with Midwest Infrastructure to provide culvert maintenance 2022 Phase 1.
Again, Chris Connolly, acting purchasing agent. Going through the protest process, as we talked about. By the way, I should mention that it did follow the county rules for bid protesting. So we are now recommending that this contract be approved.
Move approval.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4I is a contract with Pavers, Inc. to provide South 68th Street paving. The cost of county is not to exceed $568,892.90.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This contract is to overlay a portion of South 68th Street between, for the 2 miles north of, no, I've got that wrong, I'm sorry, between Bennett and Roca. So we got a lot of pieces of South 68th Street going on right now. We've had a lot of issues with this piece, really due to traffic and aging of the slab. And so we're hoping that by doing this maintenance work on this slab that we can extend its life for at least another 5 to 10 years. And I'll put that map up on the overhead so that you guys can see where that's located.
Question, will there be a closure in conjunction with this? And
So typically what we've done with these sort of maintenance projects is we don't necessarily close the whole road. We typically do shut it down to 1 lane and then divert traffic back and forth. If I think that there is a danger to the workers in the corridor or to the public, we may. What we're really trying to do here is to wait and do this project until South 54th Street is opened up again. And we're told that that is going to be very soon, but with our coordination with NDOT. So we're sort of excited about that. That way people will actually have more than one way south on pavement.
great, great. That's good to hear. And this is just an overlay to protect the surface and extend the life.
That's correct. We have significant cracking and alligatoring in this area. And so what we're trying to do is make sure that we can maintain a smooth slab for the traveling public.
Okay.
Move approval.
Second.
All right. Motion is second. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is legislative update.
The only thing I just want to add one thing really quickly on this. The state ARPA proposal passed last night by a single vote. I just think it's worth saying what good counsel I think Joe and Brennan gave us when to say not to do anything to unstabilize it or to destabilize it. It just, that thing was hanging by a thread and passed by a final vote on select file. So we'll see about final reading still, but it's not done, but I just think it was really smart, that's all.
And just as a reminder, Sean, there are some significant priorities in there that are really valuable to Lincoln, Lancaster County, including funding for water, alternative water source. I know was one. That one comes to mind.
Funding for developmental disabilities
Right.
providers
Right.
who've
There's-
really been hit hard during
There's
the
affordable
pandemic.
housing money in there, there's a bunch of really good things for our
There's,
community in there, so.
I know there were
Money
really
for rural-
big reasons why we chose the path we chose.
Money for ambulance replacement for volunteer fire squads. So, yeah, a lot of things important. All right, public comment. Is there anyone here wishing to make public comment? Seeing no one, continue with the agenda, please.
Next is announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, March 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, April 5th, 2022 at 9 a.m. with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV, YouTube, Roku, and Apple TV.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion is second to adjourn. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes,
Motion carries 5-0.
we are adjourned.